Hi, my name is Francesca de Jesus. Imagine being excited because someone finally likes you. For a long time, you have had a low self-esteem and you've suffered depression. Someone is finally acknowledging you, so you find this to be a cure. Imaginary or not, you find this person to be your cure and you don't care if they're real or not. All of a sudden, nice messages turn into complete harassment and cruelty. How would you feel? What would you do if the person you really like all of a sudden turned on you? You turn to suicide, although suicide is not the answer. Imagine your body being discovered in your closet by your parent. You're no longer here, so you can't explain to them what has happened or what was wrong with you. By this time, you're vulnerable, you're not here anymore, your parents are looking for answers. This crime was committed by an adult, and the person behind this was actually a friend of the mother of a former friend. This is a short version of half of the story of Megan Mayer. Megan Mayer's story was nationwide. This case is what led me to wonder what laws are being put into action today. This is just a brief description. There was a lot more to the case. This case is what inspired me to inform you today about how past acts of cyberbullying have inspired new laws in many states. Megan Mayer was a 13-year-old girl who committed suicide in October of 2006. If you look behind me, that's Megan Mayer. Mother of Megan's former friend, Lori Drew, possessed as a person by the name of Josh Evans. And she basically hid behind this person just to obtain personal information about Megan Mayer and what she was saying about her daughter. The communication was nice at first. Megan basically let her in because she thought that she was a boyfriend or something, because she was finally being liked, so she was just a target. They had an argument one night, and eventually it led Megan to be depressed. I would like to tell you guys that Megan was also on pills for depression. So the argument caused her to commit suicide. By the time her mother found her, it was too late. Lori was put on trial for a while. She was found guilty of 3 misdemeanors, all having to do with unauthorized access to MySpace to obtain personal information of Megan. So it was violations of privacy. Each misdemeanor was potentially 1 year. Cyberbullying is not freedom of speech. It's actually punishable by law. Megan's story actually inspired 45 states 4 years later and put it under the harassment laws in August 18, 2008. Criminal harassment is one of the categories that cyberbullying falls under, and it's is under the criminal law code, and you could be in prison up to 10 years. Defamatory libel is also under the criminal law code, and it puts your reputation at risk. And it's up to 5 years in prison. Malicious Communications Act of 1998 and the Telecommunications Act of 1984. It was established in UK. It's up to 6 months in prison, or it could be a fine, or both the imprisonment and the fine. The affected keep carrying out importance of the laws, so they're making websites. For example, back to Megan Mayer, MeganMayerFoundation.org. Tina Mayer, Megan's mom, is the one who established this. She goes around the world. She's from Missouri originally. She goes around the world explaining what cyberbullying is to schools. She goes to all parts, like New York, everywhere. Tina Mayer worked closely with Senator Scott Rupp and Governor Matt Blunt's Internet Task Force for the state of Missouri to help pass Senate Bill 818, and which went into law August 28, 2008. There was another case just recently. 14-year-old Jamie Rodmeyer, which is here with a picture of Lady Gaga, which was his idol. He committed suicide September 18, 2011, just recently. He was bullied for his sexual orientation, which is sad to say, but it's very common nowadays, and it's convicted as a hate crime. Lady Gaga intends on taking it up with President Obama. She really wants to, get it out there that cyberbullying should be prosecuted and sexual orientation shouldn't be an issue. In conclusion, as the dependence of technology grows, kids are becoming more vulnerable to this, especially kids that are just starting to explore the internet. It's sad to say, but sexual orientation, whether you wear weird clothes or what they think is weird, you can't be you. But slowly but gradually, laws will become stronger against this crime. It's a crime, and it's not freedom of speech.